Hi, my name is Nathan Moffat, and my persuasion speech is on whether or not euthanasia should be legal or illegal. But before I go into that, I would like to tell you what euthanasia is. Euthanasia is physician-assisted suicide. The physician helps practice a safe passing for someone with a long-term illness that's uncurable. Someone with paralysis or stage 4 cancer might choose this because they don't want to suffer through something with the same outcome later down the road, which would ultimately be death. Euthanasia is for people who have a long-term illness with a low chance or no chance at a cure or recovery. Euthanasia is not for people who have illnesses like depression or stage 1 cancer, things that can be cured or recovered from. Psychological tests are also done to ensure that a patient is not depressed and that is in a clear state of mind. Dr. Jack Kevorkian was a famous doctor who illegally performed euthanasian acts and was arrested and prosecuted for his crimes. This sparked the debate on whether or not euthanasia should be legal or illegal. Even Jack Kevorkian interviewed his patients to make sure that they were in a stable mindset, and a lot of people believed that what he did really wasn't bad. Imagine getting the unfortunate news that you have stage 4 cancer and you can choose chemotherapy, but there's also a high chance rate that you're going to die. The chemo would be thousands of dollars and the suffering is going to be immense. Or you can choose to die before the suffering peacefully in your own home, surrounded by loved ones, and not suffer at all. Switzerland, Netherlands, Belgium, and Canada all allow euthanasia, with the descriptive symptoms as unbearable mental or physical suffering with no medical cure or the ability to improve the suffering. Another quote from Maya Kornich, publisher Physician-Assisted Suicide Should Be Legalized Nationwide, said that in 2009, Medicare paid $55 million in hospital bills during the last 2 months of a patient's life. Research found that 20 to 30% of those medical expenses had no meaningful impact on those people's lives. In comparison, drugs for physician-assisted suicide cost about $75 to $100. It is unfair to those families who are forced to pay thousands of dollars to keep a loved one alive when the patient in question would rather be dead. This doesn't mean people's lives aren't worth thousands of dollars, but it should mean that the patient should have a choice on whether or not they would like to die. Another quote by Mariah Bauer, "Palliative sedation is already legal, which keeps patients in a deep sedation until death and is very cost effective. Palliative sedation is almost like a coma, and all it does is prolong the death with no suffering and is very expensive. 72% of Americans are already in favor of euthanasia and for terminally ill patients, according to the Gallup poll that was taken in May of 2018. The only valid claim against euthanasia is the religious standpoint. A quote from the Ethics Guide, "Religious opponents of euthanasia believe that life is given by God and can only be taken or decided when God is ready to end it. However, human rights outweigh these religious beliefs. There are already millions of Americans who are terminally ill who would probably rather not want to suffer and not make their families suffer. The thought of not knowing when the suffering will end can be all fixed with the ability to die safely in a calm environment with their supporting family members around who will preserve a positive memory of their passing loved one. This can help give back the basic human right and let people choose when they would like to die. These are all reasons why euthanasia should be legal. Thank you."